What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Vonnie V. Welcome back to my journal. You know, it's a few days after Valentine's Day, and I just want to talk, over this weekend. I'm thinking that I might have had some negative energy about V-Day that I wasn't expecting. I want to talk about that a little bit. I just got done cooking. Some of you may or may not know this about me, but I love to cook. And I love to cook because I love to eat. I'm a huge foodie. So I cooked something tonight. I like to take really fine dishes like Gordon Ramsay dishes or just really fine dishes I've seen at restaurants, and I like to try to replicate them at home. So tonight I did this Greek chicken dish, and I want to show it to y'all, just let y'all know how I be getting down. Look at that. Greek chicken with some veggies. Oh yeah, this is going to be my dinner for tonight. I love to cook stuff like this. I'm on a low carb diet right now, so I don't have any carbs. It's just meat and veggie on a plate for tonight. But that's what I'm rocking with. I'm gonna eat this Greek chicken dish. I'll put the I got this recipe from the Recipe 30 channel, so I'll put their link in the caption. But I just cooked and I wanted to talk to you guys before I sat down and had my dinner. Let me have my sip. So as I was cooking, I was just kind of reminiscing over my weekend, and I had some trip ups, some slip ups. You know what I'm saying? I lost my temper a couple of times this weekend, and I just was trying to analyze, like what that was about, But the first reaction I had to my slip ups was, I don't like when I slip up. I want to stay in control of my temper at all times. I want to be perfect in every area. I have a perfectionist complex, and it's not healthy to have that. We'll talk about that later today or maybe at another time. But what I did this weekend was I lost my temper twice in this weekend. And I don't know if it got something to do with being single on V-Day or not. I don't think it really has anything to do with that for me, but my job has been a little stressful this past week. I mean, honestly, no, my job has not been stressful. My job is the best job ever. My boss gets on my last nerve, and that's the only negative thing about my job. And so I lost my temper a little bit with my boss at the end of the week. Just, it wasn't no fight or nothing trifling or nothing like that, but it was just like, I had some confrontational words with him, and even little steps out of character like that, for me, I feel bad about those. And I kind of snapped on an Uber driver this weekend. Now, I mean, because I had two slips of temper in one weekend, I'm not going to fully put the blame on the Uber driver. But that dude, he did deserve some harsh words. He was unprofessional. He was rude. But I still don't condone, me reacting in a rude type of way, which I did to the Uber driver. So I tell you all of that to say that I made some mistakes this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I lost my temper a couple of times, which is out of character for me. And for a person like me, if you're anything like me, when you make mistakes like that are out of character for you, you can beat yourself up about that. You are, especially if you're on a self-love journey like we are, and if you're on just like a journey to become the best version of yourself ever like we are. If you're on those types of journeys, any little mistakes could feel like a setback. And I'm just here to tell you, on any type of journey, any type of task you undertake, you're going to experience setbacks. And for people like me, making mistakes that are out of character, like losing your temper, those to me feel like setbacks. And so I spent the whole weekend just kind of trying to recover from those mistakes, from kind of being confrontational with my boss. And when I say confrontational, I obviously don't mean like ratchet, like trying to box or nothing like that. But I mean just like, he said something and I said something back. Everything was professional, everything was tactful, but I'm pretty sure he didn't like what I had to say. We had a disagreement, okay? I think it's probably as simple as that. I might be making it seem more than what it is. We had a disagreement, and for a person like me, I'm agreeable. I want to be agreeable. I like to have healthy debate, but I don't like to be in that type of disagreeable tension with people. So my boss, brought out that temper. The Uber driver brought out that temper, and I was beating myself up about it for the weekend. Like, man, I've been on this journey, been working hard, 1 step forward, 2 steps back type of mentality. And as I was cooking tonight, I just kind of had to stop with that beating up of myself, that self-talk of, man, you got to do better, you got to be better. And that's true. It's fine to tell yourself, learn from your experience, learn from the mistakes you made. But my point is, you have to love yourself through your mistakes. You have to love yourself, flaws and all. Just like you would do in any relationship that you're committed to loving somebody, you got to commit to loving yourself. Even when you have setbacks, even when you have situations where you end up out of character, even if you make mistakes, even if you misbehave, you still have to be committed to loving yourself. This journey, this relationship with yourself, this is a marriage. You with yourself until death do you part. And you probably gonna still be with yourself after death. So, bro, you gotta get comfortable. And this is what I was telling myself as I was cooking tonight. You have to get comfortable with loving yourself through your mistakes. You are tied to yourself forever. You got to be your best friend. Yeah, V, you messed up. You lost your temper. You got out of character. But learn from that. Try to analyze and figure out what the triggers were, which I can't wait to spend, a lot of time throughout this year talking about triggers. I talk about triggers in my book, Blueprint for Abundance. But yes, it's totally, you should be learning from your mistakes. You should not be making mistakes and then just being like, oh, I love you, so it don't matter. No, that's not real love. That's enabling. Don't enable yourself to be behaving badly. But when you make a mistake and you misbehave, learn from it, love yourself through it, and get back on track. And that's what I had to do with myself this weekend. It's out of character for me to be snapping on Uber drivers. Like, I'm the person who typically, I over tip. I be like, have a blessed night. I be like blessing people. I be praying for the Uber drivers. But this weekend in particular, I brought some stress into this weekend. And so I misbehaved. My point is, even if you mess up, you got to be fully committed to loving yourself. Make a mistake, learn from it, and then get in the kitchen and cook for yourself. You see what I did? I'm cooking myself some comfort food for the mistakes. The mistakes that I made this weekend. I beat myself up enough about it, and now baby V needs some comfort. And so I got myself this low carb, delicious, beautiful meal that I'm going to eat tonight just to celebrate growth, just to celebrate this journey. And that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to be celebrating yourselves, even if you make mistakes. If you was in a relationship with a partner and they made mistakes, the only way you're gonna sustain a healthy relationship with them is to get past their mistakes. If you wanna love this person and they're gonna make mistakes, you have to be committed to working through those mistakes with them and to loving them through those mistakes. And while you're requiring that they learn from those mistakes. So the point is, learn from your mistakes, but love yourself through your mistakes. You're committed to you. I'm committed to you. We're committed to making sure that we are our best friends so that we can attract more and more and more of that into our lives. We don't want to keep attracting people who are going to beat us up when we make mistakes. So everything, like I've always said in my videos, everything starts with you. You have to love yourself through your mistakes first before you're going to attract the people in your tribe who are going to love you through your mistakes. All right? Listen, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to talk to you soon. If you like this video, I need you guys to start sharing these videos, okay? Everybody can benefit from these. Share this video tonight. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.